Welcome back to Yoshi Entertainment, everybody. Y'all, I don't even have to tell everybody that this case keeps getting crazier and more of a mess as the days go by. Anyways, so I think day 3 has passed already of the trial. And again, nothing really new has come out that we already didn't know. If you have a brain that you're using for more than a hat rack and you're willing to actually use it, it's all mostly stuff that we all already knew. But anyways, let's just go down memory lane just for the fun of it. So all of this nonsense really started the day that they went to that party. That, like I said before, they should have never been there black behinds there, but I'm not gonna go there again. Apparently it was Meg the Stallion, Kelsey, which is now her ex-best friend, and Tory Lanez all went together to Kylie's house to do something, I don't even know. Then apparently, allegedly, it must have came out during that time that while Kelsey was allegedly sleeping with Tory Lanez, apparently so was also Meg the Stallion. Now, Meg the Stallion denied this in court. She said that Kelsey and Tory Lanez were not in a consensual sexual relationship at the time, but Kelsey got on the stand and said that yes, indeed she was. They had actually met at a party, a brunch if you will, hosted by Roc Nation, and that even Meg the Stallion encouraged the two of them to keep pursuing each other, or at least her to keep pursuing Tory Lanez. Speaking of Roc Nation, it is ironic that they were involved in hooking the two of them up, but anyways, according to Kelsey and allegedly, she was involved sexually with Tory Lanez, and at some point in time, she got inflicted with a disease that shall not be named on this channel, and she went home to Texas to spend for about 2 months during her sickness, and in the meantime, apparently, allegedly, Meg the Stallion took that time to hook up with Tory Lanez. Some point in time between whenever it happened and the party, this information came out. Allegedly, some people make it seem like it was at the party. I don't know for sure. Then something that happened. I guess Meg allegedly was drinking too much and then she was doing too much at the party. Apparently, a wig was coming off and people were telling us she needed to go home so she wouldn't embarrass herself. Apparently, she decided to leave with Kelsey, and Tory Lanez told his driver, who I know today is regretting that he is even involved in this situation to the slightest degree, to take them home. On the way, apparently they stopped the car because Meg said she forgot a stupid shoe at the party or something like that, and they had to pull over and go back, but she went by herself. Now on the stand, Kelsey said that she was the reason why they had to go back because she didn't want to leave without Tory Lanez, although allegedly and according to Meg the Stallion, the reason why they didn't leave was because the driver didn't want to leave without Tory. Either way, she went back to go get Tory, which apparently she found in the pool with Kylie Jenner, and she got mad, and I guess things got so out of hand that Kylie kicked her out of her house, where she then went to get in the car with Tory Lanez and her ex-best friend and the driver, and all the shenanigans that took place, and now we're here. Alright, now that all that's been said, let me say this again. I am no fan of any of these celebrities, okay? Yoshi Entertainment likes to keep it 100, okay? I don't care who it is. We're going to tell the truth. If they do something that's right, we're going to acknowledge it. If they do something that's stupid, we're going to acknowledge that too and call it what it is. As I said in the beginning of the video, Kelsey got on the stand and she said a lot of things that kind of really we already knew, or at least most of us did, and it really cleared up a few things, but she also allegedly, apparently, invoked her Fifth Amendment right and pled the fifth. So unfortunately, there's some stuff that we probably will never know about this case to lay it to rest finally, because she did what she did, and she was also granted immunity. Now, there was something that really stuck out in this particular trial day. Now, it's one thing that was really obnoxious to me that just rubbed me the wrong way is that a lot of people, and I could be wrong, but it seemed like a lot of people were taking up for Meg the Stallion because she's Meg the Stallion and because she was shot. Yes, she is a victim of gun violence. Like I said before in the previous video I made about this, I never once doubted that she was, and it really was messed up, all the people that mocked her and made fun of her when she first came out about it. Although that does not mean that Meg the Stallion is completely squeaky clean, if you will. Yes, she was a victim, and yes, what happened to her was messed up. Although I'm a firm believer in equal accountability and the fact that sometimes we put ourselves in really bad and dumb positions that can cause really bad and dumb things to happen to us. She made a slew of bad decisions both before and after what happened. I said it before and I'll say it again, that interview with Gayle King was one of the stupidest things she could have ever did, because when she lied about her involvement with Tory Lanez, which she then had to not lie about under oath, lest she be a liar under oath, it ruined her credibility. Whenever she got on the stand and claimed that Kelsey was not sexually involved with Tory Lanez, because of her previous lie, they started to question that as well. And whenever Kelsey took the stand and said that she was indeed involved with him and that Meg the Stallion was the one who was screwing around with him behind her back. It made her look bad, and people believed Kelsey over her and started to question what else Meg Thee Stallion might have been lying about. Unfortunately, what they wanted Kelsey to do in court, she did not do. She kind of just basically threw them under the bus and saved herself. But to be completely honest with y'all, and I mean 100% honest with y'all, my honest opinions based off of what I've seen, I think Kelsey is telling the truth. I do honestly believe she's telling the truth. I have no doubt that Meg was shot, but I do think that Kelsey was telling the truth as to the fight that broke out that led up to her getting shot. Everything she said about her involvement with Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion, and that Meg Thee Stallion stabbed her in the back, and as a result, she, out of spite, did what she did at court. That's just what I think personally. Now, I'm not saying if that is the case, if that is what actually happened, I'm not saying that it's right. Although, put yourself in her shoes. Yes, both of them took shots at each other. Both of them made diss tracks at each other when they fell out initially. So I find it hard to believe that they didn't fight, at least in the car, the way they were dissing each other back and forth after this happened. But put yourself in her shoes and just think about it. Just think about it. If that really was the case, that is definitely somebody who is scorned and vengeful would do when their best friend or ex-best friend stabbed them in the back, man sleeping around on them. Anybody is liable to do anything at that case. And a lot of people were mad at her, like I said, for pleading the fifth and for being granted immunity. And a lot of the lawyers apparently were saying, usually when people plead the fifth, that means they got something they're trying to hide that could possibly incriminate them. So, not only were they kind of upset about that, but basically her not cooperating with them the way she was supposed to or the way she had led them to believe she would. But that is my honest opinion on the matter. Now, this entire case is a complete embarrassment. If you ask me, it's a complete embarrassment. And it really makes us all as a black community, as black women, look bad. Here we go again with the black community issues. We're always at each other's throat. We're always mean and nasty to each other. We're always doing stuff that we have no business, stabbing each other in the back. This is something we really need to work on. But anyways, another thing that they said was that she allegedly took some hush money from Tory Lanez. That hasn't really been proven. She might have, she might not have. I don't know. Like I said, hasn't really been something that's been proven, but they think that she did, and that he allegedly threatened her, something along those lines. And if he shot Meg, then I have no, listen, nothing can be put past somebody who would do something like that. I'll put it that way. But anyways, y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comments below.